Hi, I'm David Abingdon, and in this short video you'll discover how to use your experience to become a highly paid and in-demand business consultant by helping business people to grow and develop their companies regardless of the state of the economy. I'm going to reveal all that you need to know to guarantee your success in this thriving industry and how to avoid the pitfalls and the failure that are encountered by so many. You'll be provided with clear guidelines how you too can make a 6- and 7-figure income in this exciting business just by following our unique step-by-step consulting system that I'm going to outline for you now. The Alchemy Network, as the name suggests, is a network, an international association of like-minded people. I founded Alchemy 5 years ago, having taken 3 companies previously from zero to multi-million pound sterling enterprises, each in less than 12 months. And I've worked as a business consultant with many companies and across a wide variety of industries. With one client, using the methods that I'm going to detail, I made them over 35 million pounds sterling and earned a whacking great 1.27 million in consulting fees just from that one deal alone. And since then, as a published author and speaker, I've appeared in and provided expert opinion to a wide variety of newspapers and publications, including the Sunday Times, the Financial Times, Success Magazine, Wealth Creator, Australian Financial Review, and many, many more. I've been on the radio, TV, and featured in the UK Channel 4's documentary How the Other Half Live as the philanthropic millionaire. Now, I tell you all of this not to try and impress you, but just so that you know that I've been and done what I'm about to tell you, and I hope as such that it'll hold a bit more weight with you in knowing this. Also, I want you to bear in mind that if an ordinary person like me from a deprived background who left school at 15 with no academic qualifications can achieve this, then you, irrespective of your background qualifications or the lack of them, could do it too. There's no barrier to entry in this exciting opportunity. Let me explain more by saying that Alchemy is not a franchise, and purposely so. As such, it offers you so much more than the conventional restrictive franchise model. And the really great news is that it costs far less too. And with Alchemy, you don't need to tie yourself up in the long-term commitment of crippling and heavy-handed legal contracts that are an inherent part of consulting and coaching franchises, many of which on all too many occasions have ended in personal financial difficulty and tragedy. Instead, Alchemy works in a very simple way where you join a support network and can get more involved if and when you want to. At the start of your road to success, Alchemy provides an intensive training course where you'll learn how to master a proven and powerful business consulting methodology. Now, this is the same system that I use to build a low overhead and high profit professional business that can also give you the financial freedom and personal satisfaction and prestige that you're looking for. It's also the very same system that has led to the phenomenal success of hundreds of consultants around the world, people like Carl Allen, who made an incredible 1.1 million pounds in fees in his first 36 months as a consultant using our system. He was also given a brand new Porsche Cayenne as part payment by one of his clients. Also, Australian consultant George Stamatakis, who over a 2-week period gained 10 clients, far more than he could ever handle, and over the last 12 months has made fees in excess of $1.2 million alone. As an Alchemy consultant, you'll master the same system with its tools and techniques as Carl and George. This is the formula that they used for their success. You'll also have access to a proprietary range of powerful and automated methods to help you secure all the clients that you'll ever need and want. You'll learn how Dawn Hopkins, following her training, landed 5 clients who paid her a retainer and a percentage of their gross revenues, and Richard Starkey, who within 3 weeks of completing the course acquired 4 long-term high-paying clients, and one of them later offered him a job as CEO. Plus, there are many more success stories that speak for themselves. Now, over the next few minutes, You'll learn why Alchemy has such outstanding successes, and how you can be part of it, and what it is that will make you as an Alchemy consultant so very different to any other consultant or coach that's out there. You'll also discover the startling reason why prospective clients will want to use your services. And this goes right to the core. And it all centers on our approach and our positioning, our offer and our delivery. In fact, every Alchemy client and prospect contact is aimed and designed to cause them to say, wow. And that's because they've never before seen anything like what you can offer and do for them. As an Alchemy consultant, you have a truly unique message. Let me illustrate that and give you a big multi-million secret that you can take away and use right now. In the main, we don't work on fixed fees. Instead, imagine explaining to a prospective client that unlike these other consultants that are out there, the majority of the fees that you're looking to earn are going to come from the very profits that you're going to generate for them. How compelling is that? It's a success fee. It's performance-based with a built-in guarantee. It's like no win, no fee. And you can bet that they've never heard that before. It's like me slapping down a 20 on the table and saying, would you give me 5 for that? In other words, you're offering them discounted money. What you're saying and what they're hearing is that you are more at risk than they are. This is a very powerful and convincing offer, and probably something that no other consultant that has ever walked through their door has ever said before. Why would they refuse? They've very little to lose, and so this is an absolute no-brainer. And by the way, this is how I made and many Alchemy consultants make the 6- and 7-figure incomes. Not by selling time like everyone else. After all, you only have so much of that, but by selling results, earning from the success of your clients, success that you have created for them. It's the big secret to how you can do this too. And hey, there's no limit to how much you can make from this. Just ask Carl and George. But it doesn't end there. Here's something else. There's a trap that many other consultants fall into, and one that very few understand, and it's called positioning. Positioning is all about perception. It's how you are viewed by others, how you project yourself, and how they see your status in comparison to theirs. The mistake made by so many other consultants is that when they're in front of a hot prospect, they fall flat on their faces and fail. This happens because their positioning is wrong. It's the number one reason for so many failures in consulting, coaching, mentoring. In fact, it's the number one reason for failure in any occupation that requires authority or negotiating skills. Those that don't understand positioning are being perceived by their prospects as salespeople, someone who's there to push something on them that they don't want. Being perceived in this way is subordinate or even subservient positioning, and it's not the place where you want to be. There are simple actions that you can take to ensure that this doesn't happen to you. But let's get this straight. People don't buy for 3 basic reasons. Number 1, they don't have the money. Number 2, they don't have the need. And number 3, they don't have the trust and confidence in you that they need to buy from you. There's nothing we can or should do about the first 2, but there's lots that can be done about the third. You can exert influence in such a way as to instill the trust, confidence, and believability that's required by them to do business with you, even before you meet them. Now, it's worth me pointing out that when you use the Alchemy client generation system, it gets business owners to raise their hand to indicate that they're interested in your services, and most critically, it positions you as an expert in your field. It also separates out prospects into those that are hot and those that are not. And obviously, you only want to work with the hot ones. The checklists and templates contained within the system are there to guide you and to ensure that you only pick the most ripe and low-hanging fruit, And these are the businesses that have got a clear need for and want for your services. They're excited about the prospect of a solution to their problem, and they've got leveraging factors that you recognize that are already in place so that you can quickly develop their business easily and profitably. Now, using this formula means that you're only going to go out and meet the prospective clients who are already 90% sold on you. Now think about it. Why waste your time with time wasters? Why take all the trouble to drive out there to see them and only to be told that they aren't interested, or they don't have the money, or even worse, that they need to think about it? There are far more superior methods, and as is a system born of insider knowledge, it's a far better way, and it's got built-in safeguards to ensure that you only see prospects that are serious about their business and want to hear what you can do for them. And that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? On the Alchemy training course, you'll learn how to find, identify and contact the right businesses. Better still, you'll learn how to have them approach you, and in a way that your expertise is already assumed from the very start. In other words, their trust and confidence in you is high. Using our client generation system, you'll be pre-positioned in their minds as the expert, the authority, and the seasoned professional. And frankly, it doesn't get any better than that. Quite honestly, getting this right is paramount, and there's nothing more crucial than mastering the use and the art of positioning. It stacks the deck in your favor from the very first moment of contact. Okay, let's be clear. This opportunity isn't for everyone, and that's because you need to be a lead from the front individual who can make their point and doesn't give up easily. Not just on yourself, but also on your clients. You'll be trained to a high level of proficiency, and by following the time-tested roadmap that we'll lay out for you, you'll be successfully working and advising your clients with skill and confidence. Now, for the first time, we've made this opportunity much more affordable and easily within your reach. And that's because we realize that economic circumstances for business and indeed individuals has dramatically changed. But while the world economy may have slumped, and this is important, the need and demand for the services offered by Alchemy consultants has enormously increased. Why? Well, because businesses are struggling for survival. Many are literally on life support. More than ever, they need answers. They require solutions and expert advice to their problems and challenges. And we're not talking about the kind of rehashed advice or platitudes that are offered by the two-a-penny, run-of-the-mill style business coaches, management or marketing consultants. We're talking about solutions that give real, tangible, measurable and fast results to their sales, their customer numbers and their bottom line profits. The need, want and requirement for this hands-on, game-changing help has never been greater or more satisfying. And in your role as an Alchemy business consultant, you'll deliver to your clients an extraordinarily powerful, recession-beating business acceleration system. A system with proven and time-tested strategies, methods and techniques that not only help businesses to survive, but to thrive regardless of the economic circumstances. But you're probably asking, how big is the market for these services? Well, it's estimated that there are well over 100 million businesses in the world, with approximately 98% of these being classed as small and medium-sized enterprises, SMEs. In the UK and Ireland alone, there are 4.7 million businesses. In Australasia, 2.5 million. In North America, over 35 million. And here's even more statistics. These are enormous numbers, and it gets bigger when you consider that SMEs are constantly starting up or closing down all of the time. It's a churning market that never stops, and even more so in today's economic circumstances. Now combine that with the really good news that as an Alchemy consultant, you only need 4 or 5 clients at any one time to make a very good, indeed substantial income. It's also worth noting that the average consulting arrangement is long-term, some for 2 and 3 years. the fact is that the market for your services as an Alchemy business consultant is simply huge, and it's getting bigger. This really is the proverbial hungry crowd. And with your Alchemy know-how, you can feed them with something that they urgently need, want, and require. You can give them access to large networks of highly targeted buyers who are actively looking to buy their products and services. But look, at this stage there are usually only two big potentially show-stopping questions in the minds of folks who are looking at a professional business opportunity like this. Number one, can I afford this? Does joining Alchemy represent good value for money and a quick return on my investment? And number two, can I do this and can I get clients? So let's answer these in full and to your satisfaction right now. Firstly, can I afford this? Does joining Alchemy represent good value for money and a quick return on my investment? Well, judge for yourself. Where else can you join an international consulting network, receive comprehensive and, we're told, world-class training with full and ongoing support with a lifelong Alchemy license, and all for a very low entry cost? And literally with the sort of fees that you can charge clients, a couple of months of earnings and even less from just one client can return your entire investment. There's no business consulting or consulting franchise or indeed any other opportunity that even approaches this sort of value and return on investment. And because this is not a franchise, there's no need to worry about finding more money to renew your contract or renewal fees or any other such hidden or surprise franchise traps. All the tools, processes, manuals, and the plethora of other resource materials that are provided on the training course are yours to personally use and to exploit as a consultant for life. And if that isn't enough, because we have a long history of success and therefore confidence in the opportunity and the training and support, we provide a full money-back guarantee. It's simple and it works like this. If at the end of the initial training course you can't see how you can succeed in this lucrative business, then we'll give you all of your money back. No quibble, no messing, and no fuss. Now try finding that anywhere else. I think you'll agree that we can't say fairer than that. Now on to the second and probably the most important question that you have. Can I do this and can I get clients? The answer to this is very straightforward. Providing that you're willing to follow a proven success formula, then there is no excuse for failure. And we'll take you step by step through the entire paint-by-numbers system so that you can do it too. And with your training and the array of Alchemy tools and business development strategies at your disposal, there's no question of your confidence, skill, and ability to solve the biggest challenge that businesses have today. And that challenge is that they're not getting enough leads, inquiries, sales, and customers. Look, the road to success in this business is full of potholes, cracks, and slippery surfaces, and frankly, I've personally fallen into just about every one of them. But you don't need to. Over the years, we've tarmacked the road and drawn up a map, a blueprint if you will, that guides you safely around any remaining hazards and onto achieving the goals that you want in your life. Additionally, and this is where the rubber hits the road so to speak, Alchemy has developed and made large financial investments into cutting-edge client acquisition systems. We've tried and tested and used a range of never-before-seen online plug-and-play methods. Now, from this success, we've built proprietary campaign software that's easy to use, dynamic in its application, and is designed to impress the most hardened of prospective clients. Now, this is the type of stuff where they exclaim, "I want to talk to the consultant that did this." As an Alchemy consultant, you have access to this exclusive software, and in addition to a range of powerful and totally unique offline fast-track client generation methods and tools. And armed with these, you can hit the ground running and make a quick, decisive, and profitable start in securing your first clients. And here's a little footnote. You can also create additional demand for your services by offering these same online and offline methods to your clients to create even more leads, customers, and therefore revenue for them. Okay, now if you're still with me, then you'll no doubt want to take a closer look. We've discussed that by joining Alchemy, you receive a turnkey, ready-to-go consulting business in a box. The Alchemy Consultant Training Course and the extensive backup will provide you with a complete system of consulting, advanced client generation software, plus ongoing support. You'll also receive the complete and comprehensive library of detailed manuals, guides, forms, worksheets, presentations, checklists, spreadsheet, tools, templates, software, and all the know-how that you need to get off to a fast start. And by now you should have received your free special business report, How to Become a Highly Paid and In-Demand Business Consultant. It offers an in-depth look at the life of an Alchemy business consultant and further details the training course, the tools, and the support that you get. If you've ever considered Alchemy before, or indeed looked at any other consulting or coaching franchise out there, then you'll no doubt realize that there's never been a better time to join Alchemy. And that's because we've never before offered the opportunity at such a low cost. However, it really is for a short time, as we're limited by the number of people that we can physically train and support. Also, as a professional organization, Alchemy is, and always has been, a by selection only opportunity, and as such we have some formalities. If successful, we'll arrange an interview to assess our mutual suitability. So if you think that you fit the bill, then let's get the ball rolling and let's talk. Let me invite you to put your details onto the response box and we'll send you a short expression of interest form. Now, despite what many think, we live in exciting times, full of new possibilities and incredible opportunities just waiting for you to grab and run with them. As we've seen, Alchemy has been the vehicle that has taken many to remarkable success. This is the beginning of a new chapter, and I hope that Alchemy can be your vehicle too. I look forward to meeting you.